Alright, so we are live.
Nice.
Blazen. This is our friend Blazen. How you been, dog?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty happy to be here.
Yes,
been a long time fan. Been in a lot of your vlogs.
Thank
really
you.
excited to be here.
Thank you, sir.
I do have a quick question though. I remember when I was on the phone with you guys, you did say that you knew Joe Rogan.
I'm trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that off the air.
I got in contact with John McAfee's team.
Yeah. Why not now? Why can't we talk about that now?
It's a branding deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Copyright.
Okay. I'll let it slide this time. So, where do you guys want to start? Probably just how I met you guys.
You're thinking about it too much, bro. You just gotta let it flow out of you.
Yeah.
Just gotta let out your asshole.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We've been coining that video all fucking day today.
The one I sent you yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fart loose. Let out your asshole juice.
So some weird ass doing a bowl cut.
Yeah.
Of course it's a fucking bowl cut.
Man, we're liking that.
Oh, we're liking that.
Oh yeah, we can live with that. Got a bleeder. Yeah.
You remember like a couple years ago when memes essentially just like collapsed on themselves and we got shit like E?
Oh yeah, the really abstract like
Super
shit.
abstract memes.
Yeah, where it's just like people just were just they post like it was so abstract to the point where it's kind of like that. It almost became that random XD humor type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was different in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but I know what you're talking about.
It just got annoying after a while. It'd be like super hardcore ear rape, and it was like, "Hey, beat her."
Oh yeah, yeah.
Boneless chicken, and it shows the mask from Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck is this shit?
It's just absolute fucking gibberish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our humor though, man. We kind of like got back on track.
Yeah, it's balanced out now for sure.
Mm-hmm. Stuff actually has formats now and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I like the meme of the month memes. Kind of
Mhm.
like 2019, January was like Logan Paul, then Tide Pods, and etc. etc.
Oh yeah.
Then February was like Ugandan Knuckles and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really do that anymore just because there's so many fucking memes now.
Oh yeah. It's too many.
Literally every single day when I post all my memes on my Snapchat, I just can't keep up. There's just too much,
Yeah.
bro.
It's a bit overwhelming.
But it's all worth it. It's funny.
Keep it up though, because I like looking at your story when like I go on break at work.
Oh yeah, same here. Or like I'll go on your Instagram story and I'll just be like, oh, what's Daniel resharing? It's a fucking yes meme. Just like yes.
Yes. I saw one that's backwards. It shows like the Nordic gamer. And he's like, you would leave all your friends behind and break the bonds that you've built for years for a girl. Then it shows like the retarded face and it's like, yes.
Yes.
Sim.
Simp.
I like how we're acknowledging that now. That guys are fucking sims. Like, that's not okay, bro.
No.
Like, bro, we done respecting women. It's misogyny
Yeah.
Monday.
It's misogyny Monday. Bro, imagine liking women.
Honestly.
Could never. I'm so lonely, bro.
Damn.
Starts
this
crying.
Mayweather gone. I feel like Floyd in this Mayweather. It takes so much effort to produce a smile nowadays. I love that video.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I've had a shitty few weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to delve into it and go on a fucking sob story or some shit. But to sum it up, within a week and a half, I got into a serious car accident. I'm gonna lose my job in 2 days, and I'm fucking sick.
Jesus, man.
Damn, bro.
But it's like, it's cool, bro. You just gotta keep going, you know? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
what else am I gonna do? Just like sit in my room, just
Yeah. Just have a pity party.
The world is so mean to me. Like, yeah, I'll take my L and I'll keep on working for it. I'll keep on doing what I have to do. All the insurance shit and all the paperwork and all that bullshit. Like, fuck it, I just gotta do it.
I mean, yeah, you seem like you have a pretty good plan going forward. Because I remember when that happened, and I just remember seeing on your stories, like, yeah, I got in contact with people that can probably hook me up with a new car once I have the funds for it. I have all this stuff written down and planned out. I have, like, something that I'm going to work towards going forward now that all this shit has, like, hit the fan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's honestly, like, really, like, healthy and probably the best thing you can do right now instead of just sitting in your room being a fucking vegetable.
Exactly. It's like, cause it sucks, man, but it's like, it's either fucking getting your shit on track or fucking being a pussy ass, bitch ass nobody that was too scared to try to improve their life. You know, like, it's hella stressful. Because I got to deal with the insurance and the claims and the DMV.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck.
And then it's like...
Fuck the
DMV. Just hella shit. But luckily I got a new car already.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 2010 Honda Civic. I put LED lights in the interior. Blue.
Nice.
Hella rice rocket.
Yeah, I hate bureaucratic, like, paperwork shit. Especially when it comes to the DMV. Just because you feel like you... Being, like, 5 minutes in the DMV feels like you're there for 5 years.
Yeah, essentially.
It's so fucking taxing on your mind and shit. I hate it.
I hate that shit. It's like, what were your 3 previous addresses? And I was like, I don't know. What the fuck?
You think I keep this, like, shit on lock with me?
Jesus.
What the fuck off the top of my head?
Bro, I had to retake my driving test 4 different times.
4? So you have to redo your permit?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fucking SpongeBob. Yeah, man, because, like, I'd been driving for, like, 2 years before, right? Without a license.
You've been driving since fucking, like, sophomore year.
Yeah. Since, like, sophomore year. No, it was October 29th, 2016.
That's sophomore.
No,
junior. Oh, junior, actually,
yeah,
you're right.
Beginning of junior year. And, like, so, like, I pretty much, like, I knew the rules of the road, but, like, I don't know, like, I was a safe driver, I just wasn't, like, polished, so, like, I got failed 3 times.
Dude, they fail you for anything, though. It's not fucking fair. You weren't looking at your rear, at your side mirrors enough. No. I was like, what the fuck? That's arbitrary, man. I think that's just your opinion.
It's like your opinion, man.
It's like your opinion, dude.
Dude, I failed mine twice. And then I had a court date coming up. And then it's like, I had a court date. And then it's like, it was the 5th of that month, and I had it on the 11th. And it's like, bro, I need to get my license, or I'm fucked.
Yeah, same here.
And it was, I had 2 tries failed. And it's like, bro, my only option is to go all the way to fucking Taft in Kern County and do it there. And that's if I pass. And then luckily I did. It felt so good.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, same here. Because they got me in Blazen at, like, a DUI checkpoint.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And I only had my permit. So, like, my dad had to come pick me up and stuff, and I had a court date. And, yeah, my test was before the court date, though. So.
Yeah.
That's when I passed, and I only had to pay, like, $25.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, DUI checkpoints are a fucking nightmare. Even if I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's how they get you. That's how this shit happens, bro. I almost went to jail once just because I didn't have my license.
Really?
Yeah, I was in my car. I was going too fast on the freeway. I was racing the car. I didn't realize it was a cop car. And and then, like, yeah, I didn't have my license, and I think I left I think it was my registration or some shit like that in another car. And they're like, yeah, if we can't find some sort of way to ID you, you know, you might be doing a few days in county.
Damn.
It was fucking bullshit.
Man, that's funny to think about. It's like, man, this guy kind of looks like a cop. I wonder why he's, like, tailing me now.
And I was like...
Was it, like, super covert? Was it just, like, one of those,
It was, like 1 a.m. in the morning. I was, like, driving and shit, and I see, like, one car behind me, and he started to catch up. And I was like, nah, I'm not a pussy. I started racing.
And then you see the sirens.
He starts catching up, and I keep going even more. Then, I was like, fuck, I'm fucking fucked. And literally the week before I got pulled over because I didn't stop long enough at a red light before I made a right turn or some shit. So it's like, fuck, if they know about that, they're gonna fucking tow my car. But luckily I got all my shit under control.
Yo, you ever see that like one meme where it's like police footage of fucking Chief Keef getting arrested, and the guy's like, you know how fast you're going? He's like, yeah, I know how fast I was going. It's a fast car. That's why I fucking bought it.
Yeah, this is some all bullshit, dude.
You see, I have none of those problems because I just said, fuck it. I'm not going to drive. I'm just going to teleport everywhere. I'm just going to instant transmission to, like, the bus stop.
Just harness the 4th dimension.
Yeah.
In space-time.
Yeah, do some interstellar shit.
Like some Monsters Inc. shit.
Yeah, as much as I clown about not driving, I am making, like, steps towards, like, getting my license and shit. It's, honestly, it's been way too long. I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I gotta fucking do this.
Have you done your permit?
No, I have not done my permit.
Look, here's the trick. Go online, find a practice test.
Yeah. I did that, actually.
Do the practice test, like, just do it, not even looking up the answer, just do it on one sweep, and it's okay if you fail all of them. then do it again, the same one again, and you'll get all of them right.
Really? Why?
Because your mind already knows.
Oh, I get you. So,
Because
like, kind of like based off of
Because it's like, for example, if you see a hard one, like a 4-way stop, and you're like, let's say you get it wrong, but you thought this one was low-key the answer, then you do that one, boom, you got it right, and now you know. Honestly, I didn't even study.
Yeah.
Literally the night before my permit test, I did hella practice quizzes.
You just crunched?
Yeah. And then the next day, I failed my permit test, and then I went back 5 minutes later, can I do it again? And they're like, well, usually applicants have to wait a week. I was like, but can I do it again? And they're like, I guess if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it again. And then I passed it.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to probably do some DMV shit today, but I'm like, I should probably, like, crunch a little bit more before I actually go in there, because, like, I just got, like, the handbook and on some, like, practice test shit, so I'm like, I should probably, like, wait, like, maybe, like, 2 days to do it. Plus, I had shit going on at my house, but, yeah, I'm gonna get there eventually, and then I can stop getting clowned on by, like, Leo and Noah.
We do it because we love you, bro.
No, I completely understand.
Also, it's funny.
Yeah, I completely understand. It's totally justified, but...
Who's your favorite serial killer?
I want to say, like, Zodiac.
That's so basic.
I mean, yeah, it is, but I like the bag design.
It's famous.
I like the bag design. That's the gayest thing you could have said.
Zodiac got some drip, dude.
I'd rather you say, I wish John Gacy fucked me in the ass. That would have been less gay than saying you like how the bag was designed.
Bruh. But now you got the fucking, like, cross, like, Zodiac
That's
shit.
cool, bro. That's cool, bro.
I think my favorite's Ed Gein.
That's so weird. Why
Ed Gein?
He made, like, the masks and shit, right? Out of
yeah. And he made a belt made out of female nipples.
Oh!
That dude was fucked.
Does he have an Etsy? Like, can I buy something?
Yeah, is he on Depop?
Jesus.
Where's the Versace collab?
Fuck.
He makes his own clothes. Like, he gets a rose patch, and he irons it on the hat. I'm a designer, bro. Nah, for me, it's Richard Ramirez, bro.
Who's that?
Oh, it's the
Night Stalker.
Night Stalker.
Who's that? What do you do?
It was
Stalks at night.
Oh shit.
just killed hella people.
Yeah.
The year was 1984. And I don't know, dude. I mean, obviously we're not glorifying serial killers, you know, because it's like, bro,
No, we're not
Yeah,
like
no,
exactly, yeah.
We don't have time.
OMG, marry me. But it's like, I could have changed him, you know? I could have changed him. Nah, but like, just in terms of what I find interesting, I find Richard Ramirez really interesting. Because that's the name of the dude that punched the principal in high school.
Well, yeah, I have reasoning behind, like, Zodiac, too, because the reason why I find him interesting is because a lot of those killings kind of happen close to where, you know, my mom's side of the family lives. Like, I think the first one was, like, in Sonoma County, right?
Like in Modesto, I think.
Yeah, and they have a farm up over there and shit like that, like a family farm. And then it's just, like, shit like that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's, like, kind of close to somewhere I've been to.
No, I know what you mean. Back when I lived in Modesto, I found out that one of the spots we were close to was like, or one of the spots we were at was close to where one of the killings happened. So it's like, damn.
For Zodiac or Richie?
Zodiac.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But Richard Ramirez was interesting because I mean he's like the only Latino serial killer, so it's like represent, you know.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Nah, but like
And we got one.
we got one, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, but like I find it interesting because his backstory is that when he was a little kid, his dad was pretty abusive and shit, and he had a rough childhood overall. So he bonded with his cousin. His cousin was a Green Beret in the Vietnam War. And he would tell him all sorts of gory stories about all the shit he did over there in Vietnam and stuff. And Richard having no like no one to look up to and shit, he got drawn to him, and like they would smoke joints together. And his cousin would show him pictures of all the shit he did in Vietnam, like all the women like he raped, and like they'd cut off their heads and all sorts of shit like that, just all sorts of fucked up shit. And he would show it to him like as a kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, bro, that's fucking weird. And it's like, then you grew up, you got all fucked up in the head, started killing people and shit.
Jesus.
You guys know about Albert Fish?
Yeah.
You know about the boogeyman? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I was, there's like a, I found like a quote of his or something, where it's like, I was just looking up like famous last words.
Mm-hmm.
There's an entire like Wikipedia page for it, and like the one that caught my eye was by him, which I just kind of thought was funny, and it was all like, the quote was, I don't even know why I'm here. And it's like the last thing he said before he was put to death on the electric chair. It's like, who are you people? I don't even know what I'm doing here. And I sent that to my friend Stefan, and he's like, oh man, yo, rip Albert Fish. I'm like, Stefan, do you know who Albert Fish is? And then like it took him a second. He's like, oh, I just found out.
Bro, nigga guacamole penis.
Yeah.
You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
But yeah, Albert Fish is fucking disgusting. Like the shit
He'd like
do.
put like nails into his own balls.
No,
and shit.
bro. Yeah, he was like the weird like he was like a diehard masochist. He would like eat like shit and piss and like fucking like rape and murder people and shit like that. But like really like I've heard stories about him making like his victims eat their own fecal matter and other stuff like that.
He was a band kid?
yeah. Right before he'd kill me, be like big chungus.
Keanu Reeves.
He'd be like, oh, you got some nails in your ball? That's a big oof.
Bro, have you seen that video? It's like the band kid. It's like he runs over and he's like, hey, how you doing, Emma? And he starts like doing the finger pointing. He's like talking and stuff. He's like, I forgot my trombone. He's just like Naruto running back, and it's like, oh my god.
Dude, I'd rather talk to Albert Fish than another band kid.
Honestly. We were in band. But
yeah, we were in band. Yeah.
But like we were like the cool ones that always got in trouble and shit and got yelled at.
Pissed off fucking Miss Nimmer. Oh my god, that was funny. I think because our specific class, like she doesn't teach band anymore because of how frustrating it was to deal with our like group of people playing instruments. It was bad. But yeah, I remember I did trumpet for like a year or something, and then but then I promoted to trombone. Where the Chads are at.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
How many people were in that class?
30 or 40?
Yeah, 30 or 40.
Jesus, you can't get that many middle schoolers and expect them to like grab onto like something as complex as music, man.
We did pretty good though.
Yeah, at some points there's some stuff where it's all like we goofed off too much that when we tried learning a piece, by the time we actually had to perform it, it wasn't as good. Because I remember like we would have things where she would pick out sections from like really popular pieces of media. So like, oh, we're gonna do the James Bond theme, or we're gonna do like Indiana Jones. And we would work on it, and some pieces we would work on more than others, and then other times we would just, since we're middle schoolers, we're obviously not going to do anything. And by the time we actually had to do it at a concert, it'd be like, yeah, the Indiana Jones theme, but like the whole thing's like off keys, like fucking just no one's in sync with each other. Like the trumpet section, the brass section comes in like 2 hours later than it's actually supposed to.
Like fucking the smart kids like Xander and shit were like carrying the whole band.
Yeah. Like, you know those, like, covers of, like, songs, like, on kazoo or, like, on, like, a recorder and they're just done really shittily? That's the vibe I would get from doing certain pieces in concert as a middle schooler.
Honestly.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's, like, where we first met, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, in middle school band. Yeah. And it's funny, too, because I remember there's a lot of people, like, I think about now that I've only, like, had, like, basic interactions with or just, like, barely any at all and didn't really get to really bond with them until like I'm a year or two out of college, or not college, high school. Like Dylan Feel.
Yeah,
like the homie. Cool. Yeah. Like I like knew of him, and then not until like about like I want to say right as we're graduating, like hey, we're homies now, because I think I got linked up with him through someone else that I knew, but like. I remember interactions from, like, I first met Leo, right? This is my favorite story to tell of all time, just when it comes to, like, meeting Leo. But it's, like, very first interaction I had with Leo was doing Street Fighter shit at the fucking bus stop. Like, I would go out there and wait to, like, get picked up, and I'd just see, like, Leo there, like, doing, like, Hadoukens. And I'd walk up to him and be like, yo, Tiger Punch! And then we never talked to each other for, like, the next 3 years up until junior year.
Yeah, but dude, I remember you told me you had Street Fighter 4, and so like I got that seed in my head, and I was like saving up. Like I went to work and stuff, and I was just saving up money, and like so I fucking went to GameStop and I bought Street Fighter 4 for the 3DS, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get to play with like that kid Blazen, and then you're like, oh, I have it for the Xbox. What the fuck?
You were simping, Leo.
Nah,
bro, you simped for me?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be until about junior year when Stefan introduced me to the OG boys.
I met Stefan like in sophomore year.
Yeah, that's when I met him too. I think that's when a lot of us actually met him. Shout out to Stefan, by the way.
He's cool. He's cool.
Yeah, homie. Yeah. Stream Stefanovic. I don't know how to pronounce his Spotify title, but yeah, that's what he is on there.
We were gonna make a cartoon. He thought of an idea for a cartoon, and he wanted me to voice the protagonist.
Yeah,
I'm still down to do it, bro. Now that we all have money and cars.
I know,
shit.
Right?
That's like
all this free time.
This
to
is
film
how
and shit.
that's like how South Park and all those other cartoons started off. Just two dudes making paper cutouts and making stop motion animation.
Yeah.
You never know what it could lead to, man.
Honestly, that's why I try everything, bro. Just gay sex and like, opioids, all that good stuff.
Meth.
I've learned so much. You don't understand me, okay? The lonely stoner frees his mind at night. People be posting that shit and then post fucking pills in their hand. It's like, bro, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
I don't know about no lonely stoner.
I'm pretty sure he said stoner, not crackhead.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like stoner is one thing, but fucking junkie is another. Fucking pill junkie.
Man, the youth today, man.
It's sad.
It's really sad when you see like people like popping pills, drinking. It's like, you're how old? You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. Like, I know people that are hella young that be doing that shit, and it's like, bro, like, I don't know. Like, I'd rather they be doing good and stuff. It's like, damn, that's sad, dude.
Really is.
Like, what happened to like, bro, I took my dad's beer. You know what I mean?
Right?
What happened to that?
We did that once in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
When me and two homies got caught smoking, and he stole a beer from his dad's house, and he had it in his back. Bro, we got a beer.
Bro, it says alcohol on it.
And then, like, a couple years later, my friends were like, I OD'd over the weekend, bro. Yeah, it was crazy. And it was like, literally, it's like, Jesus.
What? Damn, dude.
Just shit like that, bro. It's sad. We were, like, we were fucking doing raw XD, ironic mustache,
or
tacos.
Like,
I love tacos. Invaders
bacon neon cat. Shit like that.
Neon cat.
Oh my god, did you hear that story about the guy that wrote that like peanut butter jelly time song?
Oh, I heard it was really sad.
Yeah, no, like dude, he died. He died in a police standoff.
Oh,
no, it's a really crazy ass story. So the guy that wrote the peanut butter jelly time like song where it's like the gif of the banana like dancing with maracas.
GIF.
Or GIF. My bad.
It's GIF.
I have a little bit of head trauma, but
same.
He, for whatever reason, got in a police standoff, and what's even crazier about the story is that like Snoop Dogg is like his brother-in-law, and they brought him in to try to calm him down.
Jesus.
And then he ended up dying, getting like shot by the cops.
Damn, that's really sad.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he do to get?
I think he like locked himself in a house with like a hostage, or he was like making like claims to like hurt people or himself. So the police got involved. They're like, dude, we just want you to come out. We just want to like get you safe. And he's like, no, like fucking kill you guys. And just like something just wasn't right like in there, and he just started going off. And then he got so like feral that they just kind of like took him down in front of his brother-in-law Snoop Dogg.
That's terrible, dude.
Fuck.
It's like I have this theory about Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. He's not actually a dog.
Nah, but like, so you know how he was on trial for a murder in the 90s?
Yeah.
He was looking at like a second-degree murder charge.
Yeah.
And he beat the trial. I have this theory that he actually did murder that guy, and then he was so distraught like that when he got freed that he smoked hella weed to cope with it. And eventually he did find a way to cope with it. Mm-hmm. And that's why we know him now as like the highest rapper, like the most stoner ass rapper.
That's how he developed his persona.
Right, and because of a coping mechanism, because maybe he really did murder that guy and he had no other way to cover it up or to make himself feel better about it, so he turned to weed. And that's why, because I mean everybody smokes weed, but everybody knows Snoop Dogg is like the OG.
He's actually made out of weed.
Essentially. So that's kind of how I feel about him. Like if you look into his eyes, you know, he seems to have like that Keanu Reeves thing.
There's some dark,
where
foreboding past.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
hidden behind those
like
pupils.
Keanu Reeves also had a really dark past. Like
he did?
Yeah, like his friend died.
Really tragic.
Or just bad things happened to him. Like his best friend died and this shit like that.
Yeah. Like Joaquin Phoenix's brother, like River Phoenix. Like I know they were.
Oh, he got like stabbed or something, right?
No, River Phoenix like died and he overdosed on like heroin or something. But I know that they were particularly close because they made movies together and they were like good friends. Yeah, they have one. I know they did one. It's
they have like one, right?
Yeah, one. But I just know like off screen too, they were just like good friends.
Because I mean, I remember River Phoenix. His most famous role, I think, was Stand By Me.
Yeah.
I don't remember too much else though.
Yeah.
So I always figured he was kind of older than Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, I always just know about like Joaquin stuff. But yeah, well, what happened? What else happened to Keanu though? Because I'm not a Redditor, so I don't know about. I don't know shit.
I'll have to look it up. But pretty much just things like that. Like he had a girlfriend that he was close to, and she passed away, and like
that sucks.
Just it's a sad past. I'll look it up right now. But like, for what I heard, is he had a really sad past, and I think that's why everybody likes him now because like he matured and like or he built a lot of character off that.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not like those spoiled ass, stupid ass celebrities saying shit.
That's
why he's really like he's just
that's probably the appeal to him. Is just very like authentic, humble.
He's a very authentic dude.
Yeah, because a lot of stuff like that we have like nowadays with like celebrity like culture and like media and like shit. There's like hella like PR teams. There's like people you can hire to like ghostwrite like tweets for you and stuff. So a lot of it feels like very disingenuous.
It sounds very fake, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And the more real it tries to seem, the more fake it is. Like that video of all the celebrities apologizing because they're white. Then it's like, it is my fault. I am sorry. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, you do not do any of that, and this pertains...
Yeah.
This does not pertain to you at all. You're just trying to virtue signal. So you end up on the right side of history
and stuff like this, where stuff like this happens, I feel like actions definitely speak louder than words, where, like, the people you actually see that are, like, high up, like, celebrities, or just people, like, right now in general, the ones that are, like, donating and stuff, and shit like that, and actually doing, like, activist work instead of just making a video saying like, guys, I'm sorry, bro.
Or like Ellen DeGeneres taking a picture of herself. I'm so stressed out.
Just bites lips like, just heard about racism.
Just heard about racism.
That
you
shit
alright?
sucks.
You can talk to me about it if you want.
You want a shoulder to cry on?
Jesus.
He did it again.
No, yeah, it's like fuck off, dude. We know you're doing this to look good.
Exactly.
That's all it's for. It's like or the shit with like fucking let's sing Imagine. Let's sing about not having any materialistic things from one of our like 10 fucking houses that we own.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, I don't know, this is something that Joe Rogan said. It's like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. A lot of people are dying. And the first line is, imagine there's no heaven. It's like, what the fuck? That's fucked, man. Like, of all the times to say that, which is it's a stupid fucking song anyways.
Yeah.
Really in the middle of a pandemic?
No, communism, man.
Yeah. This is why Paul is still my favorite Beatle. I fucking dig Paul.
Nah, bro.
You don't like Paul?
It's all about Mick Jagger.
You sold out Mick Jagger? How?
It's all about Mick Jagger, bro. He's just all ugly and shit, and he moves funny. I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I always hear a bunch of pop songs in the early 2010s that reference Mick Jagger. Like
like Maroon 5, yeah.
And then also like, Kesha.
Yeah, he
and
looked
we
like
kick
Mick
him
Jagger.
out the door unless he looked like Mick Jagger. Like, bro, have you seen Mick Jagger? Like, I love the dude. I love his music, but like, I don't know. He looks like a big mouth character.
Yeah.
You know, if we're being honest here.
Looks like the dudes you fight in the fucking dungeons in Skyrim.
Bro, I'm just honestly, I feel really fucking sick and tired of like the society like at times. And I know it sounds super cheesy and I'm so deep to say, but like honestly, like I just look at my social media, I look at what people are saying, I hear what they post, and it's like, bro, like shut the fuck up. This is not how any of this works.
Shut the fuck up.
Like here's like a really like raw example, and it's like it shows a little black kid and he's at a protest and he's holding a sign and it says, first you kill our dads and then you make fun of us for not having dads. And it's like, bro, I understand the sentiment, I understand the problems, but like that's not how that works, you know, like that's not why, like that's not how it is. You know what I mean? It's like, and besides, you really think the little kid wrote that?
Or like I know what you mean, where it's like the post where it's all like it's clearly like the fucking parent like saying
and then
this
everybody
shit.
Clapped.
No, where it's like man, my son is only 3 years old, and then it's like an entire essay about like why society needs to change. I can't believe he said that. Like, we all know your bitch ass just typed that out.
Exactly. Or like, there was some guy and he catcalled us and he said, "Hey, sexy lady," and then my daughter said, "Guys like you are why we need feminism." And I was so shocked, and everybody clapped, and the guy looked super uncomfortable.
Like easily, yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up, like, please.
Just easily fabricated shit so you can get like clout points.
Clout points. I heard one of like this woman, and her daughter asked her if she can sleep with her Elizabeth Warren action figure because Elizabeth Warren is making this world such a safer place, and like she's the only one that makes me feel safe. It's like, you don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Shut the fuck up already,
bro. They make action figures.
Apparently. And not only that, do you really think the little girl would be interested in buying that shit or owning that shit?
That's just really weird to think about. There's an Elizabeth Warren action figure.
Or like, so it was like a toy or a doll or something like that.
Imagine it's like the $200 like custom made like anime figure. It's like she's got a fucking katana.
The high school DxD ones and shit.
Yeah, it comes with fucking accessories and shit. Like one's like an Indian headdress.
Jesus. Bro, Elizabeth Warren is a fucking snake. I don't like her. But I also don't like a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, I don't like Joe Biden, but we're going to have to root for him. Yeah, it's honestly not a game anymore. You can still vote third party. No. It's like, no, that's not how this game works. It's kind of like when you're going to sleep and in your mind you're like, oh, if I did this, and this in that video game, I would beat it for sure. You know, then you do it in real life and it's like, nope.
No, it doesn't work.
Not as smart as you think you are. It's like, bro, it's just like, people just annoy the fuck out of me just by like, existing and shit.
Yeah. Like, fuck them for living.
Honestly. It was just like, now everyone's going so backwards. It's like, the guy that does the voice for the Cleveland show quit.
Oh, I heard about that.
Because he said he shouldn't be voicing a black character. Like, who the fuck cares about that? Nobody even watches that show anymore.
What I think is funny is that, like, there's all these, like, little steps being made, like, towards that. I'm like, no, we want... That's not what the people want. They want actual, like, fucking, like... police and like law reform.
Exactly.
Yeah. Taking someone out of a voice acting role isn't going to change what's fucking going on right now.
And it's fucking backwards because if anything, that's just segregating more.
Yeah.
Because it's like only blacks should do black things and only whites should do white things.
Yeah.
And you can only do this if you're this color and you can't do that if you're that color.
You can't wear dreads if you're white.
Yeah.
It's appropriating Egyptian culture, man.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, bro, like that's what segregation is.
And the best part about voice acting is with regular acting, if you're trying to cast a specific role, you obviously need someone that looks like the character that you have in mind. They'd be the specific height, maybe have like an accent or something.
For like animating
or just like, no, I'm just talking about like regular acting, like when you're trying to cast someone for a movie.
Yeah.
Or you have to have a certain identity to play this character. But when it comes to voice acting, because it's completely animated, that just provides jobs for everyone.
Exactly.
Anyone could. I mean, like Samurai Jack's voiced by a black dude.
Phil Lamar.
Literally, dude, he's a hella good voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
he's playing an Asian guy. You're gonna tell him not to play Samurai Jack anymore. He's a fucking perfect fit.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
Literally, bro. I couldn't have thought of anyone better.
Yeah, he's that dude that John Travolta shot in the head.
In Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, that was Marvin.
Yeah, he played Marvin.
I didn't know that. Oh, I heard about that actually. Now that I think about it.
No, yeah, I heard about that like recently because I always knew he voiced Samurai Jack, but I didn't know about his like live action like work and stuff like that. And I was watching an interview and he just casually brought it up. I'm like, what?
But it's like, bro, like voice acting is funny. It's
it's
charming. It's like have you seen like the Scooby-Doo voice cast members doing the voices just like when they're looking at the microphone? And like I think it's like Frank Welker or whatever. He's like at the microphone. He's like, he's like doing the Scooby voice shit. It looks funny as hell.
Yeah, it's goofy.
It's like, oh, but he's not a real dog. Like, like this is just ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and dude, being typecast in terms of like filming and stuff isn't a horrible thing.
No, it's not.
We're making a movie. It takes place in Africa. We need. We need extras that are black. That's not racist. That's not discrimination. Yeah. That's just, hey, we need black people for the scene because it takes place in a majority black country. Or like, hey, we need people that look like gangsters as extras. Do the auditions. You look good. I'm sorry you don't quite have the look, etc. I've done things like that. I did a practice audition for this company, and like the first thing they told me was like, I could get gigs because I have a very versatile look. They told me you could be She was a black lady. So she's like, you could be Mexican, you can be Arab, you can be Hawaiian. And it's like, that's not a bad thing. Yeah. That's a good thing, you know? I don't take offense to that. Like, she's just being honest. Now, if she was, like, mean about it or some shit, like, that's something different. But if it's like, hey, you can pull off various looks.
Yeah, when it comes to typecasting, I always fucking love that meme where it's all, like, the typecasted, like, actor, like, table read, where it's, like, someone that's specifically, like, typecasted to get, like, fucking insulted. So, like, the whole movie, like they cast, like, a fat person, or like just someone that like just has like blemishes or some shit, and they go into the table read and they just have to like take the brunt force of all those characters just fucking shitting on them.
I always wondered how they did it. Like, because like, hey, you have a fucked up skin. I don't know if you know you have fucked up skin. We need someone to be made fun of for this movie.
Yeah, and it's like, fucked up as it is. I mean, they're chasing that bag, dude.
They're getting paid.
Like they're getting paid for it. I mean, I would get paid to get insulted.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's do it right now. Nah, like,
I'm getting paid for this, right?
No.
That's funny.
You're adorable. Well, you know what I heard about Jonah Hill, though, is that he actually really did not like that at all. He did not want to be the fat, funny guy. And they'd ask him in interviews, hey, do you feel like the fat, funny guy? And he'd get mad. He'd be like, no, do you have any real questions to ask me, or are you just going to ask me shit like this? Like, he'd get mad, because it would hurt him. Because no one likes being told they're a fat, funny side character, like, with, like, connotations. Or, like, he was on the Late Show, and, like, the host tells him, like, oh, you smell really good. Like, I'm surprised. And he's like, why would you be surprised that I smell good?
Yeah, I always see
that. Because, like, he's trying to tell him, you know, like, oh, fat people don't smell good or some shit. Yeah. So it's like, they always treat him like that and shit. And that's why he went through a big body change.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because he didn't want to be typecast. He didn't want to, like, be that person. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to be, like, the doormat for everybody. I respect that a lot.
Yeah, that's honestly really cool. And that always, like, pisses me off when I would see interviews with him and they just, like, be, like, the amount of, like, disrespect. Like, I understand, like, maybe he's doing a role where it's, like, that's the bit that they're doing for, like, a movie. But, like, outside of, like, working on that, like, he just wants to be, like, treated like everyone else.
Exactly.
And you're literally going, it's like, hey, are you super bad man, fat funny man? Do one of your fat funnies again. He's like, I'm just here to promote a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, that's not how he is, like, IRL. It's just really fucking rude and, like, unprofessional.
Honestly, and it's just like, after a while, bro, it's like you don't have to be that, like, funny. Like, you don't have to be that mean to get a joke out of someone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like, if the movies where he was a fat, funny guy, like, sure, they were funny. Yeah. And, like, he fit his typecast and everything. But it's like, okay, the cameras are off, he's a real human being now, maybe he doesn't like being called all that shit. Yeah. Because, like, when it's not on camera, like, it feels real.
Yeah, leave Jonah alone, bro.
Honestly, I respect him.
Yeah, he's fucking cool.
Have you seen Mid-90s? His movie?
I still need to see it, man.
I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought it was a little too try-hard.
How so?
Because it's like, imagine you're making a movie about the 80s nowadays. And they start bringing out all the gear. Cassette players? Who remembers cassette players? Oh my gosh, 80s babies.
BuzzFeed.
Karate Kid? Over the Top, starring Sylvester Stallone? OMG, we're bringing these memories back. Like, it just felt like too try-hardish, you know? And that's not... And maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, because it was a good movie. It was an enjoyable movie to watch, and in a way it felt a little nostalgic, because I remember, like, the early 2000s were similar to that. So it's like, it's definitely, it feels, like, it's a good movie to watch, but, like, I wouldn't watch it again. If I wanted to watch something that made me feel nostalgic about, 20, 15 years ago, I'd watch something like Kids, or, like, something just a little, like, not as big budget, because then it doesn't seem authentic in a certain way.
Yeah. I remember being really hyped for that, and then I just never fucking saw it.
I watched, like, the first 30 minutes of it. Mm. I thought it felt pretty genuine. It felt like... Maybe because, like, I used to go skating around when it was, like...
Really?
Yeah, me and, like, my brother and a couple...
You skater boy?
I said, see you later, boy. No, but, yeah, we would, like, go skateboarding. We weren't good, but we would just, like, hang out somewhere... fucking go to the liquor store and buy chips and soda and stuff.
No, I feel that for sure. I feel that.
So, yeah, it felt authentic in that regard, but yeah, I didn't finish the movie, so I don't know.
Like, in my opinion, I thought it was a little too aesthetic heavy. Like, the story, like, it's a coming of age story, but there's not a whole lot of meat on it. And I think it's because it focuses more on the aesthetics and like on individual dialogues and stuff. So it was a little. It's not that it's hard to follow, but it's like Kill Bill 2. Like, there's not a lot of meat on the bones in a sense.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not a bad movie. But if I go head to head, toe to toe with Bo Burnham's 8th Grade, I'm choosing 8th Grade. I thought that was a better movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I recommend it. I think Bo Burnham's directorial debut was a little better than Jonah Hill's.
So mid-90s, like in your words, is a lot more like kind of style over substance.
A little bit, but at the same time, it does it in a way that's respectable, because it's not like super 90s where it's like, bro, you know, kid cuisine.
Capri Sun.
We're gonna watch fucking what's the 90s cartoon?
Rocket Power.
Rocket Power on Nickelodeon. Rugrats Gang. You know, put on Keenan and Kel. You know, like, it's not like that. But, like, for me, it's like, I'd rather watch Kids, because Kids it's a similar movie, but it's more fucked up. Like, it's hard to find that movie because it's pretty fucked up. But, like, that movie was so, like, spot on with how that time period was. I like it so much. I mean, it's a really fucked up movie. I wouldn't recommend it to everybody, but it's definitely, you know, like... It's definitely, you know, something. I don't know how to describe it, bro.
Dude, speaking of Nickelodeon, like, I have never fucking seen like a company or a brand fall off harder than fucking Nickelodeon. And with the shit they're putting out now compared to like the 90s and like early 2000s, the shit they have on now. I mean, that can be said for like a lot of like children's like network TV, but like, dude, Nickelodeon.
Dude, it fell off. It fucking sucks now.
It sucked for years, man.
Well, I mean, it has. After that, like, 2000s redemption arc, like, it just fell off. Now we're, like, in the Boruto stage where it's just like, oh, another live action show. That's great.
Henry Danger season 5.
Henry Danger, oh my god.
I'm so fucking burnt out on superhero shit. I mean, that's the whole premise of that live action thing that they have on their network right now. It's just all like, what's popular right now? Avengers. So we'll just make live action, sitcom, studio audience, superhero show. But make it really fucking shitty.
And then the bullshit about how SpongeBob is gay. It's like, he's not gay. The creator specifically said,
he's
and not
asexual.
he's not from a homophobic place, but he said SpongeBob is asexual because sponges are asexual, and his characters do not have sexuality, or at least that character doesn't have sexuality. That's fine. He's a cartoon. But then Nick's like, oh, you know, like, he's part of Pride Month. Can you guess why? It's like, bro, like,
trying to cash in, dude.
I have no problem if he was actually gay, but it's like,
when the creator says he's not,
right?
And just like after he's dead,
and he passed away, you know, and like, he passed away, and it's like, you're kind of defiling his legacy.
Honestly, the major problem I have, Nick, is just the fact that they're still keeping like fucking SpongeBob going right now, and then they're adding new shit to the lineup that's SpongeBob, and it's gonna it's gonna directly contradict the main like story canon, and it's just a shitty spin-off. It's a cash grab.
Well, technically, the way I think was it Paul Hillenberg or Stephen Hillenberg stopped working on the show, I heard, after the SpongeBob movie. So to a lot of people, after the canon ends,
that's pretty much where it is for me. That's because it's just like the perfect story how like he becomes a manager of the second Krusty Krab, and it's like, Ocean Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. It's like, it feels good. Man.
It's nostalgic.
It feels good because it's like, you know how hard he worked for it, how much he wants it, and he gets it, and it's like it ends on that freeze frame. It's like, fuck yeah.
Perfect conclusion to his arc.
And like some of the ones after that definitely weren't bad. They definitely had some good episodes, some good seasons. But then nowadays, if you watch it, it's so fucking retarded. Like Patrick is like, in the first few episodes, like, he's dumb. He's like, hey, you know, like, who you calling Tubby? Or like, Patrick, that's a pickle. Yes. But now it's like they go so over the top. He's like, and they're like, they're crashing into stuff and they're yelling and all that. And it's like, it's just annoying.
That's the thing for me, is that I feel like the show lost its soul because like Yeah, in the early days of the show, Patrick was dumb, but he still felt like SpongeBob's friend.
He still felt like a person, like a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like there's an episode where Patrick has like that pack of cards that SpongeBob wants. Remember, it was like that holographic card and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, let me hold on to it for the rest of the day, and he just like gets into like these like situations where the card is in danger. It's like, you're not a character anymore. You're just a fucking asshole. Like,
yeah.
Or I've seen stuff like that where like it'll be like it gets to a certain point after like the main series kind of like starts to dip off where it's just Squidward torture porn.
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Too.
Where it's all like they used to like SpongeBob would just kind of like annoy Squidward, but like they're still coworkers and stuff like that. But now it's just like SpongeBob home invasion, fucking just goes into his house, like breaks his legs.
Exactly.
He's a squid, and they specifically drew on a fucking toenail just to rip it off.
Yeah.
Like, really?
In the early days, Squidward would like get like his comeuppance because he was an asshole.
Yeah.
But then it's just like Squidward's not doing anything, and SpongeBob and Patrick just fuck with him.
Yeah, he's just minding his own business, and then
Exactly.
and then SpongeBob rolls up. It's like, Squidward's 4 p.m. Time for your dick flattening.
Yo, SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, shit. What was I gonna say? I don't even remember what I was gonna say. But it's like in the early parts of the show, like they felt authentic. Like Squidward wasn't just like, I hate everybody. Like he had good jokes, he had good dialogue, he had good arcs. Like when they thought he was a ghost. They started feeding him fruit that, and he was laying in his lounge shit. Like that's a funny concept,
Or the band kid episode. We used to go to like it was like a Super Bowl, but it was like they call it the Bubble Bowl, I think.
I don't think they called it anything. I think it was just like a halftime performance.
Oh, okay. Also, that's another shitty thing that they did, where it's like they're like, "Hey, we might have a Bubble Bowl performance," and it's like 10 seconds of the song, and then you just hear Travis Scott start singing.
Dude, I was at work when that happened, and it's like, dude, like, so I was there at work, and I went to go get something from the sister restaurant, and I came back, and I saw like the do into the cashier. I was like, Kylie, did you change it or is it the same channel?
Let's fucking
go! She's like, it's the same channel. And then I see it and it's like a meteor or something. And I was like, yes, yes,
let's fucking go!
I was screaming hella loud because it was Super Bowl Sunday. There was nobody in the restaurant. I was like, yes, let's go! Then it's like, it dies out. Then Travis Scott performs. I was like, what? What the fuck is it? Who the fuck is Tingus Pings? I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And I was like, I just felt so disappointed.
You promised these kids Krusty the Clown, and all we got was Cheapsy the Cheapskate.
Oh, let me play you a song on the world's smallest violin.
Yeah, there's seriously like there's bits like that from the older show that still hold up to this fucking day. Like I can talk to any like my coworkers that are like a decade or like fucking fucking way older than me. They got like kids and shit, and they can still like quote SpongeBob episodes perfectly. I've had conversations like at work with like my boss and shit about like our favorite SpongeBob episodes.
Exactly, bro. Like that shit was legit back in the day, and now it's just annoying to watch because they're trying to make it seem like it loses its soul. Like, forget the fact that they're underwater creatures and that's their environment and that's their dynamic. Now they just act like puppets. They're just kind of like the environment, the dynamic. None of that matters.
They're just shells of their.
They're just shells. Yeah.
It's like fucking Simpson or something. You know what sucked?
Oh yeah.
Was Fairly Odd Parents.
What?
Fairly Odd Parents, like that shit fell from grace so fucking
honestly,
hard.
bro. Those episodes from the 2000s went fucking hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like they were good as fuck, and like the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, we were like,
Shit.
bro, it's happening.
The collab of the century, the
Honestly,
Jimmy Timmy Power
we were looking
Hour.
forward to it, bro. It's starting.
Bro, Jimmy and the fucking Fairly Odd Parents style, or like vice versa with like the CG shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like there's a baby and like
There's a fucking.
there's a girl.
There's
now
a
or
dog.
something.
There's that stupid fucking dog. I hated it. And you know what pisses me off the most is that like there was never a quiet moment. There was always some fucking stupid sound effect coming from off screen. It was like Squidward or the fucking Cosmo. And it's like Jesus, shut the fuck up.
From the early ones or
From the newer ones,
From
there was
the
like
newer ones.
never a moment of silence. There was always a sound effect going on, like a fucking car horn or like a spring sound effect or something. It was like for ADHD kids. It was like You need Adderall after watching that or something. I don't know.
Did you guys ever watch the Jimmy Neutron show?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a
You
fucking
remember,
dope show.
remember the episode where Carl got his like butt pregnant?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's such a weird fucking show. Like, I love it just because of. I remember watching like the movie before it was like a show.
I never watched the movie.
You
Like,
never watched the movie?
well, I seen parts of it and stuff, but like I never
Movie?
watched it before the show.
Movie slaps. Like
It's
when,
good.
like the
It's pretty good from what I've seen.
the whole scene where they're like building like the not the robots, the spaceships, and that one song's playing. It's like Jimmy, Jimmy,
It's Jimmy Neutron time. Yeah.
Bro, there were so many iconic moments and episodes in that show, like fucking, and there's just like so much dumb shit that's just so lovable. You know, like Ultra Lord, like Ultra Lord.
Ultra Lord.
Yeah, we all know. We all know that. We all recognize that. It ended after 3 seasons.
Yeah.
It's just
Really?
that. Yeah. Jimmy
Yeah.
Neutron was only 3 seasons
It feels so much longer.
because every episode was memorable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why it feels so much longer.
Remember when Tarantino showed up?
Mm. Some of you may die.
Yeah.
It's like some of you almost died yesterday. You almost got injured, but it's a new day, a new take.
Excuse me, sir. Are you going to eat that croissant?
Knock yourself out, kid. I like the meme they made about that. It was like Quentin Tarantino, just like period. And it was like the same line, like, you almost died yesterday, but it's a new day, it's a new take. Then it's like, yes, excuse me, can I say the N-word? And it's like, knock yourself out, kid. Thanks, nigga.
What about Planet Sheen, though?
That sucks.
Get the fuck out.
It seemed like
Get the
there would
fuck
be.
out.
Well, it didn't seem like it'd be good, but like it just wasn't.
It's so bad, dude. And it's,
so
it's in that
ugly.
weird realm of like cartoons where they try to like make like shit that gets fetishized like really funny, where it's all like, oh, fucking Sheen took off his shoes, bro, they're really stinky. I'm like, dude, that's not funny, it's just fucking weird.
It is.
And why are you trying to
honestly.
show this to children? I
Every
don't know.
character on that show was so ugly.
Oh yeah, and the art style was such a like weird departure. Like it was kind of close to like the old Jimmy Neutron style, but it was just too like it felt really just like oversaturated and just like gross looking.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like the fucking like in like the early 2000s or like 90s and shit how they had like it reminded me like of like fucking like goo toys where like the whole bit with the toy was like, oh, it's slime.
Mm-hmm,
It just feels like just really just fucking nasty oversaturated slime that like
Yeah.
hardens or you accidentally eat like within a week.
Yeah, it's just like, no, I definitely feel that for sure. And it's just like, there's very little authentic good shit nowadays. And it's hard to say that because
Yeah.
we're essentially grown men. So it's like,
Yeah.
we don't spend our time flipping through new cartoons.
Yeah.
But like, just you see little clips or you watch an episode and you're like, damn, that's funny. Or like, that's not that bad. For me, if anything, a few years ago there was a show called The Loud House on Nickelodeon, and it seemed really original. And I saw a few episodes with my little brothers, and I'm like, dude, that's not bad. Like, it's enjoyable. It's actually enjoyable. It's like hand drawn, and it's not like super loud and annoying and retarded. Like, it has legit storylines. It's pretty good.
You know what was good? Was Wander Over Yonder.
I never seen that.
That was pretty.
I've seen bits of it. It's pretty good.
I was surprised at how like enjoyable that show was. Kick Butowski.
That was alright.
Kick Butowski. was the shit.
Disney
He's
XD
alright.
was alright.
He's
I mean, I
alright.
didn't fuck with Phineas and Ferb. I never liked it.
Yo,
Fight
better
Wars.
start some shit. Leo would die for the goth chick in Phineas and Ferb.
Who's the goth chick?
Doofenshmirtz daughter.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I think
Yeah.
it's his daughter, huh? Bro, there's so
No,
many
she-
better goth chicks you can choose from, though. Like,
The way I felt about how you felt about Loud House was with like Gumball and Cartoon
Gumball,
Oh, yeah.
dude, Gumball
Gumball-
started off weird,
Mhm.
alright, but then it evolved even better.
Well, that's because the way it had such a kind of like awkward start was because it was originally pitched for Adult Swim.
Right,
And it
right.
got moved down to that, which is I think what makes it so good is because it was made for a more like kind of like, I guess you can say like adult like audience, but since they're like, oh, we're on here, we can still do the creative bits that we want, but like they're not going to be as like crazy as something like Aqua Teen Hunger Force or shit like that. But the comedic writing and like execution of
Dude,
that show
it's
is so good.
It's just like not even from the point of view the fact that it's a kids show, just like from any directorial or like producer, like producing view. It's really well executed. The comedy, the timing, the tropes. It's hella funny, bro. Like, they made a whole episode where the dad was trying to get a jar of mayonnaise from the store, and they made it to seem like the never-ending story. Like, that's hella funny, dude. Or they get raw with it sometimes. Like, there was an episode where they're, like, talking about something, and then, like, the mom's, or something, I think it was a mom or some other character, they're like, yeah, like, at least it's not like the 1940s anymore, where, like, women and minorities don't have any rights. And they just stare at her like, like, I don't know about all that. It gets raw sometimes.
Yeah, shit like that I really appreciate. Man, I love Adult Swim. They have they have like any like network like television like thing, like they got some like some duds in terms of like shows and shit. Like if you asked me to watch like Squidbillies or like 12 Ounce Mounts, I'm like, no.
It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know.
It's that. I don't fuck with that shit. But like other stuff where it's like, you know, like Boondocks, you know, fucking Space Ghost,
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Rick and Morty.
Fucking King of the Hill.
It's this really cool platform.
Well, that's Fox, but like,
yeah, I mean, it's this really cool platform where they extend like shows before they get canceled. Because like a lot of shows that end up on Adult Swim were originally supposed to be canceled, or they were like a web series or something, and then they get put out there for more people to watch, and then it kind of evolves and like keeps going.
Bro, like I remember I watched Rick and Morty when like the first few episodes came out. Because people don't realize that show's been going on for like 7 years, like 6 or 7 years, but it only blew up the past couple. But like, it wasn't even on purpose. Like I was at a family party and there was this little boy. I think he had like autism or ADHD or maybe both. But like he was really hyperactive and like they're like, hey, you know, watch the TV, and like he turns it on and he's like, oh, I'm gonna put on Rick and Morty. I like Rick and Morty. And I watched it, I was like, that's not bad. Like, that's not bad. Mm-hmm. And I was like, when nobody knew about it. When it was like Squidbillies tier.
Yeah. Fun fact, do you know that like Adult Swim helped like fund like the first 2 Run the Jewels albums?
Well, I know they worked hella close together.
Yeah,
like Run the Jewels made some stuff for the shows, and in terms, I think the animators.
Yeah, but before they were actually Run the Jewels, like the head creative director for like Adult Swim, he was good friends with LP, and he wanted LP to work on some stuff for like some music block stuff, because you know how they have those like those title card like in between
like
stuff,
the cutaways
like the cutaways stuff like that. He wanted him to work on like maybe some music for that, and then while it was there, because you know they're based in Atlanta, and you know Killer Mike is like an Atlanta native, so he's like, while they were working on stuff, he's like, oh yeah, I want you to meet Mike and stuff like that, and they just immediately just like clicked, and then after like they got him in like the studio for a bit to just record that one bit that they were going to use for like maybe one Adult Swim ad or something, or like, hey, can you just, you know, funnel us a little bit more money and we just kind of like make some more music on the road and just kind of see what happens? They're like, okay. And then they made the first 2 Run the Jewels albums.
Like I know they also promote hell artists.
Yeah,
like,
they do.
Like
yeah.
when it's really late at night in those like blocks, like 3-4 minute blocks, instead of a commercial, they're promoting an artist. I heard this one dude. I forgot what his name was. I think it was Ka, like Ka.
Yeah.
And he had some pretty good stuff. And it's like, so it's like, that's hella cool of them. That's like what MTV is supposed to do.
No, yeah, exactly. That's why I fucking love Adult Swim, because they're open to almost like any kind of pitch. Like they actually have like they feature artists all the time. It's like a weird like experimental platform for like all kinds of different people. Like they have like a lot of people got like music starts in there. Like you got like God, I forget what his name is. Locust something. I know him. I know of him. He's like a producer. I don't listen to a lot of his music, but I know MF Doom got stuff put on there.
Doom, yeah.
They're literally like, hey, send all your animated stuff or send your art, just anything you work on that's Adult Swim related. Just send it to us, and we'll just kind of do whatever.
I know MC Chris also came up from Adult Swim.
Yeah, he did.
He was featured on Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and he came up from there. I actually love MC Chris. His stuff is hella funny. It's hella good.
Yeah, and they even have like on their site, they have like a live stream set where it's all like they have some executives like just stream themselves like taking calls from people, and they're like, hey, just pitch us a show. Just pitch us a show and we'll see what we can do with it. If we want to put it in our lineup, if we want to maybe just put it on our website, turn into a web series, whatever. And even if they don't end up going with you and collaborating with you and using the idea, they still do like cool giveaways for like the idea they like the most, even if they don't end up rolling with it or like maturing it into a show. They're like, oh well, this is cool, we're not going to use it, but like, hey, here, have like $300, or maybe have this like some Adult Swim merch for like participating in the live stream.
Right.
Yeah, actually, me and Stefan were honestly thinking about maybe trying something like that, because I know
send it to Adult Swim.
Well, yeah, because you know how we originally talked to you about the whole like VCR like cop thing, that like the pilot thing that we were working on.
For which one?
Was
it Mr. Troutman? Because
no, not Mr. not Mr. Troutman, but I know he still wants to do that. But I think Leo came.
If you talk with him, tell him I'm down.
Yeah, I will. I know Leo like talked to you a little bit about it, but how like we want to make like a like an '80s like cop thriller thing. We weren't really sure. We weren't really sure if we wanted to make it like a movie or a television show, but it was around the time in college where like me and Stefan had a lot of free time on our hands, and we just started filming stuff, and we started brainstorming ideas, just kind of like bouncing off each other. And we were honestly thinking of like an idea for something and pitching it to that stream.
Dude, I'm down, bro. Yeah. I'm down. You down, Leo?
Yeah.
I'd honestly be down to work.
Dude, I'm
down
something. To do like a collab, you know, like because we already have like the YouTube channel going, you know, and like we work on stuff and we work on skits and stuff. So it's like, dude, if we all collab and then just send that shit everywhere, Adult Swim,
one just collaborative
Comedy
project.
Central. You know, those obscure
I mean, things, fucking like, Always Sunny was, like, shot on a budget for $200.
Literally? Like, have you seen the original, like,
yeah, shoots? I have, yeah.
Like, bro, they're, like, on a camcorder.
Yeah, it was just set in L.A., because that's where they were living at the time, and they're, like, when they talk about it, it's like, we say, like, it was shot for $200, but the only reason why I say that we just used that money to buy cameras. That was it.
Exactly, bro. That's that guerrilla filmmaking, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it, too, is, like, that's what's crazy, because Always Sunny has done that thing where I don't think really any other show has done where it's like it stood the fucking test of time.
Literally. And like, it's standing up against cancel culture now.
Yeah, and you know it's funny, it's like it's just like with SpongeBob you have like after a certain amount of seasons it just kind of dies out. It's just like it just lost its way. It's gone on for too long, you gotta end it. But with Always Sunny, like somehow where are they on, like season 14?
I believe season 14.
And that shit's still funny.
It's fucking
it
funny,
still makes me belly
laugh. It's still
laugh.
consistent. It's fucking honestly, like, because I'll be honest, this is a controversial opinion, but like I'm not a fan of Trailer Park Boys. Like,
yeah, that's understandable.
I've seen it, and it's like everybody's like, bro, it's so funny, it's so funny.
Yeah.
And I watch it, and it's just kind of like,
it's
not bad, but like I don't laugh at it. You know, it's kind of like, oh, like this guy's so dumb. He's gonna put alcohol in the fish tank because he wants the fish to drink with him.
No, it's. The way I feel about it is like there are bits that I do enjoy. What I like is the consistency, because they have like
characters.
Yeah, they have like, I know that, but they have like characters or just character bits that they use throughout the show, and they kind of always find like better, like different ways to use it and like kind of give it fresh takes. But what sucks is it's in that realm of SpongeBob where after a certain amount of seasons it's fucking lame, because the main appeal to it is, and Always Sunny kind of has this problem, but it doesn't bother me as much, where it's like the longer the show goes on the better the production quality gets, which I think is distracting of Always Sunny, because the graininess and like how shitty it looks just adds to the effect. This is a shitty show about shitty people.
Exactly. And that's what people don't understand. Because they're trying to come after Sunny in Philadelphia, because they straight up did blackface in a super offensive way.
They did like 2 episodes.
They did 2 episodes. Yeah. He straight up. They're like, then it's like, you gotta get good shoe polish. Like, they're just fucking brutal about it.
Yeah.
And then DeVito's like, you gotta make the lips funny. And they're like, no, Frank, that's offensive. And then they get into a debate, like, okay. They're like, see, this is James Earl Jones. And they're like, oh, that's a really good blackface. No, that's a black guy. Like, what I'm saying is he voiced Darth Vader, who was a white guy.
You ever see Lethal Weapon?
No.
Okay, so for context, Lethal Weapon is that like cop movie with like Mel Gibson and
Danny Glover.
And Danny Glover, you know, being a black man, they want to make a sequel to it because it's like one of their favorite movies of all time, like in the show. And they're like, okay, who are we gonna get to play Danny Glover? And we're like, me, of course. And there's even like a bit that they do where they fight over who gets.
Switch characters.
They fight over who gets to use the blackface. And they do that like twice.
That show does not give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. But with Trailer Park Boys, it's like, I think you get to the 4th or 5th season, and it's like, you know, it's literally about a trailer park, like just kind of like trailer trash, doing like quirky trailer trash stuff. But it's like, what I feel is like when it got the Netflix budget, it's like everything's like super HD. I'm like, oh, what is this?
This is just like The Office or Modern Family.
It doesn't look like look like a fake reality TV show. It just looks like fucking like 4K shit. It's distracting.
They can sell it on TLC or some shit.
Yeah, it's honestly it's weird,
but like I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of it, and it's like maybe I haven't seen enough, or I don't know. But it's just like
I would give it maybe 1 or 2 more seasons. Because the shit they do with Mr. Leahy, which is like one of my favorite characters on that show, and also
I know he died. I heard about that.
is such a good character actor, just playing this like absolute alcoholic. Just the shit he does. Like I know there's like a meme format that gets used a lot where it's like he crashes in the wall and he falls down. But yeah, the stuff that involves him is great. I love the shit they do with his character.
Bro, that's why like I'm just so sick of all this shit, of all this cancel culture BS shit. And it's like, I don't know, dude. That's why I don't post about it a whole lot, because it just annoys me. I only post about things that are like small opinions or just small aspects of it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, it's just dumb, dude. Like, people are their heads are just way too far up their asses. They're just so disconnected with reality.
Yeah. It's because people don't go fucking outside anymore.
Essentially. It's like, bro, why the fuck would you have so much emotional stake on an animated character that's voiced
Yeah, this literally affects you in no way, shape, or form.
Literally.
Just because this person isn't voicing this character anymore, or because maybe this character did this on a show, doesn't mean your entire way of life is fucking over.
Exactly. It's like, you shouldn't even have that much free time on your hands.
You shouldn't even have technology at that point.
It's like, bro, like, you should be like, if you're that old and you're giving enough of a fuck about that, like, you should be doing other things. Like, why do you have so much time that you're getting offended by fucking cartoon characters?
They're not real, they're fucking cartoons.
Exactly, dude. And now they're banning South Park episodes, and I think they're trying to cancel those Sunny in Philadelphia ones. And it's just like,
nah, Always Sunny will never die.
It'll never die.
No,
they're trying to pull the episodes.
It's too good. There's no way.
They just do not give a fuck. They say like the N-word in the first episode, and it's not in an offensive way.
Yeah,
but it's just like they don't give a fuck.
That was my favorite bit in the first episode, where it's literally called just the gang gets racist.
The gang gets racist.
But my favorite bit was when like they're trying to like what was it? They were trying to like recruit like black people to come in the bar, and like Max like these are my people, dude. Like I can vibe with them, and he tries to like act like he tries to act basically black, and they're just like super weirded out by it. But then Charlie, the absolute Neanderthal of the group, is just like chilling, just acting like a normal person. And like Mac's like, how come they like you more than me?
Yeah, like, how come they like? He's like, first of all, it's like because you say things like they.
Yeah.
Or like at the end, like when he finds out that the girl that likes Charlie is related to the guy that Dia's going out with, he's like, see, he's like, you guys were telling me that it's like they weren't related stuff, but I knew all along that all you people are related. Then it's just like,
yeah, there's like just the fade to black.
Yeah, that shit's hella
legendary first episode, and then season 2 when they add
Danny DeVito.
The DeVito.
Because children, you are crackheads.
What a fucking king.
What do you think, Leo?
Suicide is badass.
How much of Always Sunny have you seen, Leo?
Nothing.
Bro, you need to watch it. I don't know if they say that about everything ever, but it's like, if you get a chance, watch some episodes.
Me and Stefan watch that shit religiously. Like, I remember being at his house, and we've done like anytime there's a new season, we do a full-on binge session of it, start to finish, up until like the new season. It's fucking fantastic.
It's like nobody can fuck with it, because it's not a sitcom show that's like, I did something wacky. Waiting for the laughter to die down.
Penny. Like, come on, bro.
It's
after 12 seasons that shit finally ended?
Bazinga. It's just like, bro, like, I saw this chart. It's like about dumb people and for dumb people. Then in the middle, it's like friends. It's like 4 people about dumb people. Then it's like Sunny in Philadelphia. It's like about dumb people, but for smart people. Then it's like Big Bang Theory. It's like about smart people for dumb people. And that's accurate as fuck. Dude, I don't trust people that say that, or that like Friends. That they say it's their favorite show ever. Like, it's so dumb. Like, it's just...
I tried watching it. It was a hard watch.
Yeah, I just can't get into it.
It felt like a chore to fucking watch it. And I hate that with like a show or like any kind of like movie I'm seeing, like where it's like it feels like I guess not forced, but it's like it becomes a task to actually get through it. There's sometimes where they can make that positive, where it's like maybe you're watching a horror movie or something, like a thriller that's really intense, where it's all like you kind of don't want to watch the rest of it, but you kind of do. But when it's just like when it's boring as fuck, and you're like, man, why am I doing this to myself? It's not a good show, dude.
See, you can tell a lot about a show by the meme formats. So the Friends meme formats are like, repeat after me, nah, 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 and then he says something else at the bottom. Ha 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 ha. He wasn't following along. Or like, where they have a monkey and the monkey turns on the music and then they all start doing a little dance and it's like, I don't know. The Sunny in Philadelphia memes are like, the suicide is badass. Or like, I started blasting.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm kind of a sucker for that one joke, though, just because...
the monkey one?
Yeah, just because I have a bias for monkeys. I fucking love monkeys.
It's cool.
Yeah. I just love little quirky monkey video shit like that, where it's all like, they're screaming, or like they're on a skateboard or something.
Yeah.
They're just like really interesting like creatures to observe.
They're so fucking humanoid.
They are.
Yeah.
And like, I saw this documentary about like chimps. And it was so fucking weird seeing them because they're so humanoid that when like they kill other chimps, it's like you're witnessing murder. You know what I mean? It's just it like turns that part of your brain on, and it's just weird to think about how like we split off from them a couple million years ago, but they still.
Because we are related to them.
I mean, we are chimps.
Yeah.
No.
We are apes.
We're simians.
We're apes.
We're simians.
We're apes.
You're
babes. A sand simian.
Who? You're Fremont Center.
We're bathing ape.
I got me some bathing ape.
Bait.
Random chimp event.
Random chimp event. That's a funny meme for some reason.
Oh, sucks to be you.
That was a random chimp event.
Random chimp activity.
Wow, this is your room. It's so cool.
Yo,
a drawn chimp.
Yo, they gotta make a horror movie about like monkeys, because if you've ever seen like a monkey like kill someone, like a person, it's
they
terrifying.
They bite your balls off.
Yeah, they rip your face off and shit.
A chimp will fuck you up, dude.
Yeah.
Just 800-pound gorilla. Oh.
Silverback.
Oh, silverback.
That's another type of like chimp or like ape I like to watch, like silverback gorillas.
Dude, they're so majestic.
I know, they're so funny to watch them like do dumb shit though, where like there's like a mirror in their exhibit and they're like trying to post up.
They're like spinning.
Oh yeah, they're spinning. Or they're trying to communicate with like the humans, so they're like doing sign language and stuff.
Or like the gorilla that learned how to walk on his hands or on his feet, so he walks around like that. That's hella funny. They're such majestic animals.
You know, there's that like one gorilla that learns sign language. I know there's like Coco. I know there's like a controversy that like the lady that taught Coco how to sign, like she taught her to like sign, but it doesn't actually understand what it's doing. Do you think that it can actually like interpret like sign language, or you think it's just doing it because it would get like fed a banana every now and then because of it?
Well, I think that, and I saw a video where like the guy was basically explaining like if you really look at the footage, she's like guessing at what Coco is saying, so she would like make a sign, and then Coco would do that sign, and then it'd be like, oh, the gorilla was asking for like a fucking peanut butter or something, but it's like, no, you showed her that sign, and then she did it back to you, and then you received it as she was doing it because she wanted it. But it's like,
well, I mean, you can train animals to do really smart things. Like in the Russian circuses, they train the bears how to play hockey. Like maybe they don't understand the spirit of competitiveness or good sportsmanship or the actual rules, but like they know like. They grab the stick a certain way, they can hit the puck, and if they get it into the net, they get a treat or something. But like they're essentially like playing hockey, and it's like and chimps and gorillas know some sign language. There's like a video of Michael Jackson with his chimp, and he's like, I want the chimp actually like sits and stuff. That's something. That's got to count for something. What I heard is that Coco the gorilla was friends with like Robin Williams, and I heard this story that like when he found out that Robin Williams died, like. She expressed sadness. Yeah. It's funny because I told to my little brother that it's like, yeah, like the gorilla was sad when like Robin Williams died. Like she used sign language. He was like, F. Just signs the letter F.
Yo, I saw a meme like that where it's all like, yeah, and like when she found out that Robin Williams died, she signed, that motherfucker was funny.
That motherfucker was funny.
Oh my goodness. We gotta stop teaching apes like how to do sign language and have them learn like hand jutsus. Like, have them, like, learn some fucking, like, shadow clone jutsu.
Imagine how much fucking chakra they have.
Yeah, right? I mean, they're ancient man. Of course they're gonna have, like, chakra on their
It's kind of like how in The Last Airbender they came from bisons or moles. Like, we came from gorillas, so they're the original benders.
Yeah.
But, like... Bro, that video you showed me of, like, the explorer guy, and the gorilla fucking charges him, and he just stays still, like, like it runs past him, right?
Or like it's just like it charges him and then it moves back, but the guy's just like fucking chest puffed out with this fucking cigarette and like the baby gorilla, and like all the comments are about how big that guy's balls are. The video's like 8 years old, but they're still commenting on his balls.
Bro, I mean, getting charged by a fucking gorilla, can you imagine that?
Yeah, the gutso.
I think a grizzly bear would beat it in a fight, though.
100%.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Actually, the gorilla would 100%. I agree with you, Joe.
No, it's just like with bears, like those fucking those are actual killing machines. They are so hard to kill. There's a quote that I like to use like when I talk about bears that comes from like my art history professor, because we were talking about like how like in culture like symbols and like certain like things will like kind of like develop new meanings and context, like because you know how like bears are fucking terrifying. Mm-hmm. They're killing machines, but yet we turn them into like stuffed animals, like cutesy things for children, which is an animal you would not want anywhere near your child. But the quote I like using from him is like, bears eat everything and nothing eats bears. Yeah. Because they are fucking like...
They're the apex predator.
Yeah, I know. I've heard like stories about people like shooting some in the face or like directly in the heart, and they'll keep charging at you until you're dead.
They will. It's really hard to kill a bear.
It's really scary.
Especially in the heat of the moment and shit. But like, dude, like people underestimate how big and how violent and aggressive bears are. Like, a gorilla... Like, I'd rather get attacked by a gorilla because you can outrun a gorilla. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have full mobility. Yeah. And even though they're very violent and muscular, they don't know how to properly, like, throw a punch. Like, they throw their hands like that. Exactly. Yeah. But it's like, they don't know how to make a punch. They don't know how to, like, choke you or something. Exactly. But a bear, it can stand on its hind legs, and with one swoop of its paw, it's so big, rips your head off, rips your arm off, kills you. One shit. One shot.
And then the other thing with the gorilla is like, even if it does get, like grab a hold of you, you can always just wait like in the fucking like environment for like it to get tranked and then later killed. Mm-hmm. Like imagine being a little kid and just like a gorilla just grabs you, and then all you gotta do is wait for it to get shot.
Exactly. Like bro, like for example. Rest in peace. But like for example, like Jane Goodall lived with like monkeys and chimps and gorillas for years. Yeah. She would play with them, she'd like feed them, she'd study them. The fucking guy that tried to do Bear Man, or like they did a documentary about the Bear Man, it ends with his death. Yeah. He and his girlfriend got devoured violently by bears that he was supposedly friends with, and he was BFFs. Close with them. And it's like, bro, like there's audio, supposedly there's audio of it. And the director, Werner Herzog, he heard it, and he said that no human being alive should ever hear that. Yeah. That's just how fucking brutal it is. Fuck. That's what I heard about it, and it's like, and that you can't find the audio. Dude. You can't find it online.
I love Werner Herzog. I like the way he talks. I like the shit he talks about. Like I know, like I love always listening to like just out of context, like Werner Herzog talk about shit. Like I know there was one where he's talking about like SmackDown, like WWE. He's like I love American wrestling. It's so sweaty and brutal and just I love to watch people. It's so cathartic and satisfying.
Or like when he was on the Boondocks, it's like, why are you voting for Obama? It's like, because he's gonna bring the troops home. Actually, he is not. Because he's gonna lower our taxes. Actually, he promised to raise them in your tax bracket. Then it's like, why the hell we voted for this motherfucker? Or like when he was on Rick and Morty. What he says, I've dwelt among the humans. It's like the penis. It's like it's too important to them. It's funny to say they are big. It's funny to say they are small. I've been to numerous parties where someone grabbed any item in front of them, a pencil, a coffee mug, and said, "Ha ha, look at me. I've got such and such for a penis. I'm Mr. Such and Such dick." And it's like, all right.
Yeah. Fucking Werner, man. I know he was like on an episode of Parks and Rec where he's like the worst real estate agent ever, and he's trying to like sell this like couple this house. And it's like, oh wow, it's very dark architecture. It's like, yes, there was grisly murders that took place in this house. It's like, oh, I love how it's like just so far off and like just kind of like out in the country. It's like, well, it did used to be propped up next to the abandoned doll factory, but they had to tear it down because of reports of squatters and ghosts. At least 10 people have died in this very house. One in that room, one in that room, one where you're standing.
He can just say anything.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's just I would, dude. We gotta get Werner on the podcast.
Honestly.
Yeah, get him to do ASMR.
Cut to like 10 years in the future when our podcast is big.
I love to say I've always loved the lads podcast. Everything you do is so cathartic, so dark, it's so edgy. I love it.
Or it'll be, no human being should ever have to listen to that.
Yeah, no human being should ever be subjected to being on that podcast. We've got it, my witness.
Dude, we almost got John McAfee on it. You know John McAfee, the computer? He made the computer, the McAfee.
Oh,
system.
McAfee! Oh my
Dude,
god!
I communicated with his team.
Holy shit.
Because
Please get him on here.
Dude, so John Majestic told me, because we went to a party, and Majestic told me, bro, I heard he's trying to get on a podcast, you should look into it. So I used our Twitter, I look him up, and he posted that, like, he's trying to get on a small podcast, political corporate entities or none of that shit. And it only had a few thousand likes.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, I'm gonna shoot my shot. So
Dude.
I hit up his team, and they said no because we're too small and stuff right now, and we barely started. But it's like, he's like, but they told us, build up your channel, get some more videos out. It's like, and we can definitely talk in the future.
Yeah, definitely push hard for that. I would love to see you guys
Absolutely,
talk to McAfee. His Twitter is just so fucking wild.
It
and
is.
like, isn't his icon? Isn't he like his like Twitter icon right now? Isn't he using like a JoJo character?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's some
that.
anime character. I think it's Joseph Joestar, like the old guy, the old guy that goes, "Holy shit!" That dude.
Somebody.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've like seen like YouTube videos of him talking and just like brief history like about like things he's done, like how he built out the McAfee system and shit like that. It's hella fucking interesting.
He's a weird guy.
Yeah,
Dude, it'd be
very
great to have
eccentric.
him on.
Very eccentric, yeah.
Pretty lit it'd be if we had him.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we could get some little small celebrity here. I think Slim Jesus only costs like $700 to book.
Slim Jesus, nice.
We'll just troll him the whole time. Just put up Eminem posters everywhere.
Like 10 Eminem posters and one Logic poster.
And then he's biracial.
Oh, bro, you're right.
So someone said Logic looks like the kind of Logic looks like the kind of dude that walks into a bar and says, "A Corona, behold the virus." It's just like, you're not even wrong, bro. What do you say? I would suck a dick just to prove it ain't that way. Or,
Yeah, it's a Logic lyric.
yeah.
But,
okay, Logic.
Okay, Logic.
You do that.
Who can relate? She took a massive shit. Who can relate?
Did you know he's biracial?
I didn't actually.
Yeah.
This is only like my 10th time hearing about it.
Today.
Do you know you can solve a Rubik's Cube?
Can he?
Big deal, I can too.
Really?
Yeah.
Do it right now. I actually brought one on the podcast. I have it right here.
Awesome, let's do it.
No, I don't.
Fucking Ian
I
Young
wish.
over here.
Yeah, I wish I could pull it out of my bag of tricks, but I don't have that on me right now.
Freaking Ian Young from high school, just with a Rubik's Cube everywhere.
Think he's fucking L from Death Note. It's like, I can solve the Rubik's Cube. If I can do that, I can solve anything.
Sit down right! He's like, no, I'm L. But it's like,
I'm gonna use my vast intellect to cure world hunger.
bro, have you noticed a lot of people have been going Mormon?
Really?
A lot of people we know have gone Mormon.
I just think
I don't
there's
want to
just
say names.
I just think there's just a lot of Mormon like people that live in Paso.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is people converting to Mormonism.
Oh, converting.
And going on fucking missionary trips and shit.
Oh, okay.
I see that more than I would have thought. Probably trying to get some diversity up in there or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, okay, here's the craziest thing that I've heard so far. Now, there's a movement supporting Mia Khalifa that she wants to get all her videos taken down and all her videos removed because now she has so much regret about doing porn and shit that she's just at that level where she wishes it would have never happened and she's trying to get all her shit taken down and all that. Now there's a whole movement behind her. And it's, they're using like hashtag justice for Mia and shit like that, and it's like, bro, I don't know how to feel about it, because it's like they claim like the industry manipulated me and it was for 3 months, I didn't get paid that much, and and I regret it, and I was young and this, but it's like, bro, they asked you if you want to get fucked in the ass on camera and you said yes.
Yeah.
It's like, blame the industry and blame society all you want, but you can't take personal responsibility out of the equation. You knew what you were signing up for, literally.
You know, that is unfortunate, but like with anything that goes on the internet, like you have to realize, and I don't think enough people think about this too often, but like once it goes on the internet, even just once, it's there fucking forever. Mm-hmm. There's no getting it off. You can get as many people as you want towards this movement, but they're not going away.
No. And it's like, bro, literally, like, all her videos are downloaded. Somebody has them.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. And it's like, she made that personal decision. And it's like, I'm sorry that she feels that way. And I'm sorry, you know, that, like, she regrets it all and stuff. But it's like, you made your own bed. You have to sleep in it. And it's like, she says, like, they abused her and stuff like that. Which is, like, I do feel bad for that. Like, and that's wrong, you know. Like, that shouldn't have happened and stuff. You know, like, that's all bad. But like, that can only apply so much. Because it's just like... And what I find ironic is that she says... People are defending her, saying she was only 21 years old at the time and she needed money. But it's like, okay, but when it comes to Shane Dawson and all those other motherfuckers that did dumb shit 10 years ago, it's still relevant because they still knew what they were doing and stuff. It's just... I find that hypocritical.
It's a weird double standard.
So it's like, Shane Dawson made... pedophile jokes and blackface 10 years ago. He needs to be canceled now because nah. Okay, Mia Khalifa got paid from legit companies and corporations, and she signed a contract that says they could keep her content in exchange for money. And now she regrets it, and it's like, you know, if she gets them taken down, then good for her and stuff. But it's like, bro, like, not everything is society's fault. Sometimes you just make bad decisions.
You just gotta take your L.
You gotta take your L. And it's like, but like, I don't see like what she's arguing for. It's like saying, it's like Macaulay Culkin wanting to get the Home Alone movies taken back or something. It's like, I understand you were the protagonist in it, but you didn't make that movie, and you don't own Universal or Warner Brothers or whatever it was.
Yeah. Fucking. You know what? You should get one of those execs that was responsible for making those videos, and put them in a ring with Brandon Schaub. Bet Brandon Schaub will fuck him up.
I think you'd be surprised.
I think they'd end up sleeping with each other.
I think Johnny Sins would fuck you.
Johnny Sins would fuck you. Oh my goodness.
But it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know how to feel about it, because it's... Alright. Anyways, where were we?
Mia Khalifa.
Talking about Johnny Sins fucking Brendan Schaub?
Yes. Let me continue.
I think you would bend him over him.
Yeah, I think you'd give him head.
You and Johnny Sins head. How good do you think you'd do?
You'd be surprised.
Really? I think you'd be surprised. I think he'd bend you over.
I don't know.
Fuck you in the ass.
I don't know why he has Brendan Schaub on his show. He just seems like a massive tool.
I don't like Brendan Schaub for a lot of reasons.
I don't mind him.
Well, I mean, the reasons I don't like him is that, like, he seems like a cocky asshole, and he says, I feel like it's not a lot of that's not authentic and stuff, and it's like, he says dumb shit, and also I heard there's like a lawsuit or something that he threw a guy like out a window or some shit. I don't know, I just don't like him. Also, he's not funny.
Yeah, you know, that's my biggest like point from this. Like, I just don't think he's fucking funny.
He's not funny. His special, they say, is like the most special ever.
Bro, I couldn't even get through like the first like 15 minutes of that shit. It's really just him like kind of like awkwardly just being on stage, just like, guys, all right, so I'm an asshole. I look like a douchebag, and they're like, and the audience is like, yeah, okay. When's the punchline? He's like, I'm a massive tool. And you're like, okay, keep going. He's like, I'm an asshole, you guys.
Yeah, and like, I got a haircut.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're like, okay, when does this become funny?
Yeah, it's like, it's not good. I also heard Crystal Leah's new special sucked.
I don't really watch a lot of Chris D'Elia.
The only thing I know, his videos that are really funny.
The only thing I know about him is the Eminem impression.
The Eminem impression is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on.
And now they're accusing him of hitting up underage girls. And it's like, well, shit, that's on you, man. You shouldn't have been messaging 16-year-old girls when you were in your 30s.
Did you see that video that like blew up like before that whole thing went down, where he's just like talking about like the Me Too movement? He's like kind of sarcastically going like, "Oh yeah, there's a pedophile ring in Hollywood," and just they pass around kids to all the producers that they confide to him, and are like, "Dude, you just, I know you're being sarcastic while you're admitting to shit you do, but
it's just like,
it's very like I saw someone do like a Curb Your Enthusiasm edit to it, where it's like it's that footage and then it's just like all the allegation shit."
What's that? Bro, just don't be 30 and hit up underage girls. What's the
just like go up 2 years, man. Just hit up 18-year-olds.
Yeah, literally, there's plenty of them. That's fucking weird.
It's really
what you gotta
weird.
do is not do illegal shit. Is it that hard to not do illegal shit, man?
I saw a picture where like someone compared him to like the dude from like 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, Big Ed?
Yeah, Big Ed. Where it's just like Chris D'Elia is just like no, Big Ed is just Chris D'Elia if he got hit in the head of a hammer.
Yeah. Or they made another one where it was like Big Ed, then they put a toilet plunger on him, and it's Chris D'Elia. Fucking Chris D'Elia.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, you're right. He's gonna hit me up when I'm underage.
Yeah, Chris D'Elia's gonna fucking hop in a time machine and find a 16-year-old Daniel in the Sailor Moon cosplay.
Oh shit.
I pulled that off, dude. I pulled that off pretty good.
He's just like, yo, you wanna come see my comedy set?
It's bad.
It's bad.
I'm not fucking funny.
You're 16? Wow, that sucks. Oh my god, but we should still make out.
Definitely. There's a lot of fucking fuck shit going on. It's like almost like every month there's some new fucking thing going on.
That's the 2020 joke.
Yeah, I know.
Every month is something new. Now we're about to get to season 7, or level 7.
Level 7. Knock on wood.
What's coming in July? What do you guys think?
World War 3.
Yeah, World
That's
War.
just like recycled though. That's just like
They recycled it in 2014.
Yeah, but I mean like
definitely,
a couple seasons.
Yeah, definitely like World War 3.
Have you ever seen Bleach?
I'm hoping we get aliens. Really hoping we get aliens. That would be kind of tight.
There was an alien filler arc where the Pentagon released UFO footage.
Yeah, it showed like the fucking like fucking TIE fighter flying around and shit. Yeah. I saw it. It's like the Go Fast video.
Yeah.
Like, go fast, go fast, go fast, go fast.
But it's like,
They caught Sonic the Hedgehog on tape.
Troll caught on tape.
Oh, have you seen that video where it's like the goblin sighting video?
Which one?
Oh, it's so fucking funny. It's like one of my favorite like it's in that like area of YouTube where it's all like cryptid sighting, like weird shit.
Yeah.
But it's like the footage, it's like this really old grainy footage from like what seems to be like from the 80s or 90s, and it's like goblin sighting. And it's literally just like a couple seconds, it's just like a kid and like on the, like just kind of like sitting on the floor doing shit, and it's like set in a kitchen. And then for a split second, there's a really like poorly edited, like computer generated, like tiny goblin man that like runs on the screen and like away from the kid. And like you can clearly tell it's just like a computer model of like a naked guy just like shrunk down like really tiny, and just have him like walk across the screen. Jesus. And people like, you go to the comments and there are so many people convinced like, oh my god, goblins are real and they're living among us.
Dude, or like the video of in Colorado of like the home security footage, and it shows some weird like goblin thing like walking like that, and it looks like Dobby.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah.
It's so weird because it's real. Like it's not edited or nothing.
I thought that was a hoax though. I thought they confirmed that was just like a fucking.
They said it was like the little boy with like underwear on his head. But it's like, I don't know, dude. That looks weird.
Yeah, it does look a little sus, but I mean, we're relying on like terrible ass like night vision like cam footage.
That's true. I'm not saying it's actually fucking Dobby, but like it's just weird.
Yo, Dobby sighting at Pastor Opal's Food for Less. It's just fucking Pablo.
Dude, I love
Pablo with big ass ears. It's like, bro,
look at your shoes.
shop at Ross, dude. I miss Pablo. Just for the little like intricate shit he would do like that, where like he'd be like, "Yo, they put 8s on the bullet."
Yeah, they put 8s on the easy bullet. But it's like, I don't know, dude. But dude, I love those loopholes, especially when like you're 12 or 13 and you're with your cousin. Bro, real witch sighting.
Oh yeah.
Dude, in Mexico or like Mexican videos are hella of those. Just hella witch sightings and duendes, or like dwarves and shit like that. I saw this really cool one like from Argentina, where it's like supposedly like a duende like walks around the town at night, and it's like 3 a.m. they're filming it. There's this little figure, and he starts moving like that all funny and stuff, and he starts screaming. And it's like, it's probably fake as fuck. I mean obviously, but that shit's hella good.
Mm-hmm. Now, since we're talking, we got Pablo in the mix, we got goblins in the mix. I want you guys' honest take. You get the UFC octagon. We put Pablo, an actual goblin, and Brendan Schaub in the octagon. Who you think's gonna win?
Well, Pablo does have that. He has that ground game, bro. His jiu-jitsu is off the charts. Dude.
Yeah, defense stats just fucking out there.
Goblins are natural strikers, though.
Yeah, and they're agile too.
That's true. I believe he trains over at Bang with Dwayne Ludwig, the best Muay Thai MMA teacher in the country, bro.
You get Brendan Schaub in the mix. I mean, honestly, I think he'd be surprised. I think he just kill them both based off of how fucking unfunny he is. I think he'd just start doing like a stand-up set, and 5 minutes in, like Pablo and the Goblin would kill themselves.
It'd be like the Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje fight, in which like at first it's like evened out, like the Goblin could actually do shit, and then halfway through it's just like he can't even walk straight anymore just because of how unfunny he
loses all like cognitive like function. Forgets how to talk.
He's hurt. And Brendan Schaub says one more thing, and it's like,
guys, I'm an asshole.
Guys, I'm an asshole. And he's like, it is all over. Dina's calling him.
Just sends him into a catatonic state. They're just like, you put a flashlight in their eyes. They're
starting the medics come out of stuff. Winner by cringe-induced coma.
We were talking about me and Leo. You've seen Spy Kids, right? Yeah, we were talking about like, we should really like watch some shit together.
I'm down.
Because I still have to watch, I still gotta watch mid-90s. I still gotta watch. No, I've seen Parasite.
Midsummer?
No, I've seen Hereditary, not Midsummer.
Hereditary is an amazing
Hereditary
movie. It's the greatest horror movie of all time, in my opinion. Nobody beats it. Mm-hmm. Fucking Sorry to Bother You. Sorry to Bother You is an amazing fucking movie. Like, deadass, bro. Watch it tonight if you get a chance. It's an amazing movie.
I kind of want to just, like, watch... Because I've only watched, like, the first few minutes, but I kind of want to, out of morbid curiosity, just put myself through the torture of watching the entire set. But I feel like
Kids?
No, not Spy Kids, of the Brendan Schaub shit. But I feel like I'd be able to do it if I watch it with you guys.
We'd all get each other through it.
Yeah.
It'd be like it, like, we all have to come back.
Yeah, we all have to come back and kill Brendan Schaub. Every 20 years we... No, yeah. Clown, not funny.
Look, I think you
can't fight.
I'm an asshole. I got a haircut from an Asian. Guys.
But no, I want to watch the Brendan Schaub set with you guys, but I really want to like binge Spy Kids with y'all.
I'm down. I need to watch the first two again.
Oh yeah.
We gotta get you, Daniel, and me and Noah, and we gotta watch the first Rocky movie, man.
Yeah, because I've never seen Rocky. I've only seen part of
to becoming a grown man. Is watching
a functioning human being.
Yeah, it makes your pee-pee bigger, and I need that. Like I need it. But yeah, I'm down to like we could do commentary tracks. Honestly,
yeah, that'd be fun.
I'll just edit them.
Just try it out.
So pretty much.
We have some lads commentary funny moments.
Honestly, what's stopping us?
Let's fucking do it.
Copyright anyway.
Yeah, let's fucking do it right now.
Fuck it.
We could do it right now.
No, I got places to be after
I'm
this.
hungry.
Yeah, I was gonna make dinner.
And my back is giving out.
I gotta piss.
We're at 1:44.
You got a bottle?
Yeah, this one, but it's not enough to hold me.
It should be enough. You can piss on camera, it's fine. No, that's a mix of cannabis and tobacco. I think you'll like it. Just like, psst. I guess I can't piss much more than this. Did you actually piss?
Very, very, very. No, I didn't.
Oh,
I'm gonna piss on camera. I want to get paid for it.
that's fair. You know, today was Min's birthday.
Really?
Oh, yo, happy birthday, man!
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, happy birthday, man!
Shout out to Min.
Shout
Happy
out,
birthday,
shout out to the short king.
Fucking king. He's not that short.
Not that short.
He's average size.
I haven't seen him in a while, so I don't remember.
He's
yeah.
a king now, though, for sure, dude. It's on that grind.
For real.
You guys want to call it here? Because I wasn't joking. I do gotta piss.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. You got anything
Alright.
to plug? Or?
I don't have anything going on, but definitely, stream Stefan's new album. I mean, that was one of the things I really want to plug while I was going to be on here. It's Stefanovic on Spotify. It's called So Long. Definitely recommend Interstellar Highway. It's probably my favorite. It's on it.
Really?
Yeah, it's on the album.
I have that song on my phone. I listened to it.
I remember being like you and me, like being the first people he showed that to. It's such a good fucking song. It's entirely like just written, produced, and just completely made in his car.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very impressive for a first album.
Yeah.
And he's not doing any self-promotion for it because he's a very, very modest, kind of humble dude.
I should promote it. You should promote it.
Yeah. But I'm doing everything I can to support it right now, and I absolutely love it. So
It's fucking awesome.
Shout out to the homie. Shout out Stefan. Go listen to his music whenever you can.
All right.
Seriously.
Happy birthday, Min.
Happy birthday, man.
Shut the fuck up if you're a celebrity.
Yeah. Fuck Brendan Schaub.
Fuck cancel culture.
I was just gonna say real quick, I think it's just fucking awesome how Stefan, like in high school, he would talk about how he loved music and stuff, and then he made an album, he just got after it, man. That's just fucking awesome.
That's king shit.
Straight up.
That's why I want to support it so much. Yeah, good job, Stefan. We're proud of you, buddy.
Alright, fellas.
Also, we listen to 100 Gex in this household. We do not fuck with death grips.
Okay.